What a beautiful name it is. What a beautiful name it is. The name of Jesus Christ, my King. What a beautiful name it is. Nothing compares to this. What a beautiful name it is. The name of Jesus. Hey YouTube family, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittney and this is a place and space for beginners on the piano. I'm excited to come back to you this week with another song that's simple and easy to play, but it is a beautiful song. It is called What a Beautiful Name It Is. And so this is a really fantastic CCM worship song that you can use at any church. You can use it at any point during the service, whether that's the opening worship set or during offering or during prayer time. It can be used in so many different places. So today I'm going to teach you how to play the song in B flat major. That's right, we are out of the key of C major. We're going to other keys. And if you've been checking out some of the recent videos, we've been in F, but now we're moving on to B flat. So first, if you want to get a little more familiar with B flat, definitely check out my practice with me video on B flat major. That's going to help you see the chords, the intervals, and arpeggios, and things like that. Okay, so now let's go ahead and jump into the song. So we're going to be in B flat major today. So let me just pull up the scale for us. This is the B flat major scale. And if you've been following along with the F major scale, the only difference here now is that we have an E flat instead of an E. Okay, and then we're going to play that from B flat up through B flat. So let's walk through the chords of the key. The 1 chord is B flat major. The 2 chord is C minor. The 3 chord is D minor. The 4 chord, E flat major. The 5 chord, F major. The 6 chord, G minor. The 7 chord, A diminished. And then we're back to the 1 chord, B flat major. Okay, so if you need to take some time with these chords, definitely do that. And then come on back to the video. Okay, so today we're only going to need 4 of those chords for the progression that we're going to play. The progression is a 1, 5, 6, 4. So we're going to be playing the 1, we're going to be playing the 5, the 6 chord, and the 4 chord. So I typically like to play the 1 chord in what we call second inversion. So this is what's called root position. If we take that B flat to the top, we now have first inversion. And if now we take the D to the top, we have second inversion. So now I'm just going to bring this down an octave. Yeah, that's a little bit better. So now that we have our 1 chord, it's very easy to get to the 5 chord. The 5 chord, if you remember, is the F chord. So all we're going to do is we're going to keep that F and then just move this B flat to A and this D to C. So there's just like what I like to call an open and close motion. 1 chord, 5 chord, 1 chord, 5 chord. Boom, that's half the progression right there. Okay, so now once we've gotten to our 5 chord, if you know anything about how the keyboard is set up, all of the chords are right next door to each other. That's one of the fantastic things. So if this is the 5 chord, then the 6 chord from the 5, it's just going to be right next door. So 5 chord, 6 chord, G minor. Okay, so let's put those 3 chords together. 1 chord, 5 chord, 6 chord, and now the last chord we need is a 4 chord, which is just E flat major. And as you can see, this 6 chord that we just came from already has 2 of the notes that we need. So really, you can do it 2 different ways. You can keep these 2 notes and move this D up to an E flat, and you have the 4 chord. Or you can actually just switch your hand over and play the E flat, keeping this G and B flat. So I like to do it both ways, but today I'm going to use E flat in root position because it's just a little bit easier to understand when you see it this way. Okay, so that's all of the chords that we need. Let's go ahead and add the bass notes. So I'm just going to add the B flat to go with the B flat major, so that's the 1, the F to go with the 5, the G to go with the 6, and then the E flat to go with the 4. Boom, that's all you need for the song. So let's go ahead and just play through it one time, nice and slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4 to the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 to the 6, 1, 2, 3, 4 to the 4, 1, 2, 3. One more time, to the 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 to the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 to the 6, 1, 2, 3, 4 to the 4, 1, 2, 3. And that is the whole progression. And of course, you would just repeat that progression and fill in whatever attribute of God you want to highlight. What a beautiful name it is. What a powerful name it is. What a wonderful name it is. It's such a great song. So I hope that you have enjoyed this. And if you have, definitely subscribe to the channel. And if you're already subscribed, thank you. And please do share it with a friend. By the way, don't forget to leave me a comment telling me what you'd like to see on the channel, what you'd like to learn, explore a bit, what songs you want to find out more information about. Let me know. I'd be happy to look into it here on the channel. Okay, so until I see you next time, family, as